All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Set, ready? 15, Ronnie. 15 now. Hey, Charlie. Now.
Off the play fake. Patterson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Ready,
had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
Shoot.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Rock it. He's cracked.
Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Let him know.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 33 and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And a give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Off play action. Patterson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He will find his man on the Texans also rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Watson escaping the pressure. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down throw. Watson into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Caught by Cobb. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
SOS.
First six.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He finds his man Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Get in the weight room. Recon, 132 fighter. Wide. Get wide. Snap.
They give to Johnson going right. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Go on. Undercut. Ready.
Johnson running right. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Patterson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah. Hey, team 6. Right over there. Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now. Smith. 55. Right there in the middle.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Greystone, Travis. 5.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They've talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 46. Running on first down, Eckler. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I got you.
Here's Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
57, 19.
Mike, 58, right there. Stay with your man.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Focus, defense, focus.
54.
57, hustle, 57, come on.
On first and 10, Watson. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on second and 2, it's now third and 1. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Watson now to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw. Patterson. And that is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Bears. George Kittle, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, it's complete to Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson, operating from the gun. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's a fumble. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Patterson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll run it with Johnson. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Jim, 61, matchbox, light, go.
To throw on second down, Patterson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice hit, boy.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Yo, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. He's going to fire one. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Johnson, the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On first down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
That one goes for 24 yards. Going on the ground with Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's back to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The busy night continues for Johnson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with 8 seconds remaining, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Looking to throw, Patterson, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing deep.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.